Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 new mods. Now this is the end of week mods. I'm a day behind as I did a video yesterday and the sound didn't upload for some reason, so it was totally quiet. Unbelievable. So second time lucky. Let's go to the mod hub and see what we've got in there. So end of week mods, finally getting some. Didn't think we were getting these, didn't get them till about 8:20. Handcrafted plow by fs19, 1 meters wide. Okay, then we have Welker Farms, Mapper's Paradise is here. Amazing. Right, I'm going to do a map tour on that. That will be done probably before new mods, so go and check that out. Welcome Farms is located in the north central Montana, has been in the family since the homestead of 1912. Third generation farmer Bob Welker, along with his two sons Nick Scott, strive to carry on to the family farm legacy. It's about 10,000 acre. We grow spring wheat, winter wheat, yellow peas and lentils. They operate 3 models of legendary big bird tractors and take pride in the joy restoring, operating and filming them. Cool, we love the big buds, and that map looks pretty cool, loving that. Then we have the fendt Tigo 100XR, and it's nice to see that is in the black. I had a look at this in mods in testing and it came out what I thought it was. That's cool. That's in the black, pretty cool. Lucas Dajo is the authors of those. Then we got the fendt Vario 700. Wow, it looks like we got quite a few different combinations on the tractors there. That's pretty cool. Then the Pottinger Novacat 302ED by Melody 98. Then the Kuhn Interactive Sprayers. This is a package of Kuhn sprayers and their accessories which can be found in the original fs19. These sprayers can pump the liquids back and forth. Oh, I see. This works just like the interaction of slurry barrels in the original game. Also unloading at storage for liquid fertiliser and herbicides. Charge and discharge to other devices in this package. Discharge at storages for liquid fertilisers. Colour choice for base details. Oh, there's quite a bit going on. Unloaded on pallets is disabled in default configuration, but it can be turned on again in the workshop or directly at any time. Unloaded on pallets. Oh right, okay. Right. And that's by Hanger Senstock. Now we have the Green Roller Classic by Daz Alex. This is Dusseldorf Green Roller Classic, 3 meters wide, is selectable suspension as well as selectable lighting. The standard function of roller has been preserved. The roller can be turned on and off to work. In grassland, the grass is returned to the first growth stage and fertilised. Cool. If the helper is to fertilise, in the options, helper refill fertilise must be on. Okay. Then we have some concrete meadow rollers, and right, so you can hook them up independently by the looks of it, and that's by Realistic Farmers. This concrete meadow roll can be used to level and pat the soil. It can be used to remove weeds in the field by the first growing stage like a weeder. Cool. Press X to unfold the rollers. The function is made to avoid farmland warnings because of the roller runs directly on the ground. Otherwise it'd be saying you don't own this land. Then we have, this is an absolute awesome mod. This makes your telehandler pick up shitty heavy items, and that's by Vanquish 081. Then we have the Lizard Carryall by Maz Dev. Lizard Carryall, basic 3-point carry platform, colourable, galvanised or painted base. Oh, that's pretty wide, that one. Cool. We like new mods. Fertiliser and lime pallets. And that's by Robbie Mel 81 modding. For fertiliser and lime pallets, 2,100 litres of capacity. The bags disappear when they are used. Fertiliser price 4,043. And then there is a update for the F146, because there was a collision. It was rolled on the front, I think it was, when you had the first little bit of the tailgate. It didn't like it. Not the tailgate, the front gate. So fixed ramp animation, added real lights, added number plate options, adjusted specular map, fixed collisions, added front translations. And then the other update of the day is slurry trading. And of course it won't show me what's been changed. Oh well, never mind. So that is your lot for today. So first off, the Fendt 700. Awesome bit of kit. Got a bit of animation going on in the cab. So yeah, we got plenty of animation, indicators on the dash. I do like the fens where it's showing forward and reverse gear selection. And then lighting. They're not, sometimes they've got the full beam, it shows on there. So going outside and look at the lighting, we've got all those extra lights on the front there. Beacons. Same on the back. And we get to see the windscreen wipers in action. But very nice bit of kit. Very, very nice. Quite impressed with it. This is the first one I've been like, wow. Well, apart from the other fend actually. The 1050. So this is the 700 series, £183,000 to buy. Initial leasing costs of £9,435. It's minus 13 on the slot count, which was I thought was quite low. And you got loads of different engine options from 145 horsepower up to 256 horsepower. So we will actually go to the shop and have a look, because there's lots of different colour combinations. It's in the medium tractors, and we scroll over and we got this. There's the standard 700 varial. So there it is there, and we've got rim colours. We've got all these different rim colours, which is quite cool. Because on a lot of the Fendt stuff we don't get much, but we seem to be getting lots of different colours now. But there's quite a few to choose from. Oh, we purchased that. Bugger. Never mind. Then your main colour. You've got quite a few different main colours. You've got your different greens. I do like that dark green. It's quite cool. Whoa. This camera in this shop on this seems to be a bit quick. No, round that way. Let's go around this side actually. That's where the light is. And then we got black, red, and that red is bright orange, a grey, well it's more of a white it says, and then the blue, which is a bit different, the Fen blue. And then we have the Nacht blue, which is nice. And then we have the red, or the dark red. Pretty nice. And then the design colour, I couldn't see what this was. Every time we change it, it's like, well, what is it? And do you know what it is? It is the front loader. So we have that on white, and you're like, oh, where is it? What's going on? And then you scroll down, front loader, stool, alloy. So there's quite a few different front loaders. Well, the two different ones, and then the engine options on it. Let's go back down, and you see we got the very profy, and then the next one over is the very power, which is just it's under the horsepower, the power. Then you got the next one, which is the 716, which is 180 horsepower, and then the next one it drops down. So you have got lots of different options there, loads of engine options. Then with the beacons, you can have a right or a left, or you can have a both, and you can also have the design line on the front if you want, which changes that, and it also changes the exhaust cover there. So quite a few different options, and the same with the tyres. We've got Trelleborg or Michelin's, we've got wheel weights, and we've also got narrows and rear twins and twins. So cool, quite like the look of that. It's a nice looking mod, done a good job. Now we have got some openings. We've got the roof hatch, and then we've got the back opens up, and the door. And it has got the buddy seat in there, but we can't use it, the buddy seat, on console. It's a damn shame, really is. It'd be nice if we could use the buddy seat. So yeah, nice mod, done a bloody good job of that. Got the feathering action on the throttle, and he will hit the brakes. There he goes. Nice mod. Right, moving on to the Fendt Tigo 100XR, or the XR 100D. Now, it's quite a beast. It's 54,000 litres, a loading wagon for picking up grass, hay, or straw. I think that was your lot actually, grass, hay, straw, and there was silage as well. Nice in the black. And then there's that fender I just bought. Let's just get that out of the way a minute. Awesome bit of kit. We've got the smaller one of these, which is the 75, and this one is a beast. You need 220 horsepower to run this bad boy. It's £154,000 to buy, £7,804 initial leasing cost, and it's minus 27 on the slot count. Now there is Michelin's or Trelleborg, and these are the wide Trelleborgs. Now if you want them, they're an extra grand. And you got the Michelin's over here, which you see the size of these tyres there. They're huge. They're monster tyres, and they're £1,250. You've also got the covers, which will cost you another £5,000. So pick up down, and we don't have access. But you see, I got grass in it. We won't bother trying that one, because you see saw it on the way in. It all works. Good bit of, nice bit of kit. We have got the hydraulics where you can lift it up and down. Lift pickup, close cover, yeah, and everything else is on the tractor apart from that. Proper job. Right, so moving on, we have the Pottinger novacat 302 ED. Now this is a mower, obviously. For those who don't know, it is a mower. It cuts grass. £10,500 to buy it, or £535 initial leasing costs. So it's a side mower, and you can use it with the front Pottinger. I think it's is it the 301? I can't remember. It is the other one what goes on the front of the tractor. So because this one has got a cutting width of 3 meters and is -4 on the slot count, and you do need 60 horsepower to run it. So let's go and give that a quick whirl. Let me put it in the fold position. Oh, and this one actually does fold over a little bit, while the other one tended to stay straight up. I do love the noise of the sound of these when they fire up. And that seems to be cutting grass. Nice bit of kit, done a good job. I see the lights come through on that extension arm there. Yeah, there they go. Cool. Moving on, we have the classic roller. Now it comes in 2 different models. You got the wheels and without the wheels, and this reinstates the land back to original. So if you ploughed an area and you want it grass, you just bring in this, roll over it, and it will put grass down. The only downside is wherever you roll, it reinstates it back to original state. So sometimes it'd be a bit of a problem. But this variant's got wheels on, so you can lift it and lift it down on the deck and do whatever you want with it. So this will take it to the first growth stage, any field what was previously on. We go and have a play around that in a moment. Now if you want these extra wheels on there, they're an extra £4,270, and I can't remember if I told you the price of it. It's £15,300 and £780 initial leasing cost, -4 on the slot count. And then you can have these extra hazard signs, well, hazards show how wide it is, with the lights on the back of this one as well, for extra £300 for the front and £300 for the back. So it says you have got to turn it on and off, so we will go and look at that in a minute. And then we've also got the concrete meadow roll, these are called, and there's 2 different models. So this is the one you pull behind on the tractor to start with, and this in the shop it shows it as the main, and it's £5,500, £280 initial leasing cost, -2 on the slot count, and that is 2 meters wide. And then basically you can attach one roller on there, and you can put another roller on there. But because you got this one, you can have infinite rollers, because you can just use these, put another one of these on here, and then you've got 2 rollers this side. Or if you want to carry on, you could keep putting as many as you want. It's entirely up to you. Now you do need 25 horsepower per roller. So if you've got 10 rollers on there, it's going to be 250 horsepower, and you are going to have to get them all to where you're working as well. That is why the one in the middle there, so you can link them all up and you can roll them all down the road. Now this doesn't put the ground back to the first stage. This is a weeder. So I have got some weeds in a field up yonder, and hopefully it will work. It only works in the first initial state, so we'll grab 3 of them and get them on the go. Now we've got a new handcraft plow. Now these are -4 on the slot count, and for a small plow is a nice bit of kit. It does amazing detail on it. I was quite surprised. 5,500. No, it's not. It's 8,500 and £435 on the initial leasing cost. Now it comes with the 2 plough sections, or you can have the third one. However, it doesn't tell you how much wider it goes with that one, but obviously it is wider because you've got an extra plough width on there. And that's an extra £1,500. But -4 is a little plough anyway, and at a working speed of 9 miles an hour. Minimum 115 horsepower to pull it, so that's quite low anyway. Most of the stuff we got is that sort of thing. So let's go and try some of this stuff out. I think first of all we will get that plough and go. So I'll see you over at the field in a minute. Right, so we've got the roller weeder, and basically you've got fold and unfold. Now when you do it, nothing happens because obviously it's a roller, but you've got to put it so it's unfolded. So it's unfolded at the moment, and basically as long as you've got your fertiliser options, let's go into them now. As long as you've got on helper, refill, fertilise, he will actually fertilise at the same time as weeding. See, that's our weeds there. So I'll just show you the ground, because the weeds, see all these weeds, there's quite a few. They've sorted it out where it was ridiculous, it's just a massive weed, but now we've got a few here and there. And all you do is just roll along. You see these weeds here, they just disappear. Gone. So that works a treat. So you could have as many rollers as you want with this. You could go crazy if you wanted. Right, on to the next mod. Next we have the Lizard carryall. Now this costs £2,200 to buy. All the colours available. £112 initial leasing cost and -6 on the slot count. Now I did put the strap on. The strap didn't go over the top of this pallet, but it sticks. It does stick. And this is a 3-point, so it goes on the front or the back of a tractor. So let's get a tractor. And then you just got raise, lower. But you can see it's it is stuck on there. Whereas if I take it off, you see it moving already. So why can't they have straps like that work on everything else? So that's the carryall. Quite wide bit of kit. You can get quite a lot of stuff on there. Pretty handy, I suppose. It's just going to hinder you in certain places, in certain, well, fields, if you haven't got very wide gates. But you can have it in a galv, or you can have this bit painted, and that's 200 quid painted, or you can just have it galv. Right, then we go on, we have some fertiliser and lime pallets, and these look pretty realistic. Nice looking mods. Now the fertiliser costs £4,032, so it is quite expensive, really. So it is -2 slots on, these are the same for both of them. The lime is £460 for 2,100 litres, and the others are 450, I think, for 2,000 litres, so you get a little bit more. But I have checked these out and they do actually work. You can pick them up with the telehandler as well, so they are recognised as pallets. I haven't got anything out to try it because I've already had a go with them, and they fill up no problem. Then moving on, we go to the PT25. Turn that off a minute. PT25. Now this came out fs19, and it's awesome bit of kit. And you can attach them to each other. So you can, they go on the back of the telehandler, any of the telehandlers, and basically it means you can pick up a lot heavier items. Now it comes in two different models, where the first one is £1,950 and £99 initial leasing cost, and that is 1,500 kilos, and there is a 3,000 kilo, which that's pretty cool. So if you want to lift some heavy stuff, you can do 3,000 kilo, which means we might get some really ridiculous size buckets. We did have a 10,300, I think it was, on fs17 for the telehandler, but nice bit of kit. I would do a separate review on this because there's quite a few different things we can do with it. So I have found it has had little problems where it spins round the other way, but it sorts itself out as soon as you reverse up to it. But not this time. Oh, we got one there, nearly. There's one. So yeah, there seems to be a little bit of a glitch with them at the moment. They're bouncing all over the place, and they don't seem to, they do sit still after a while. Like, you can attach that one, but I don't think it's going to let me attach it. Oh yeah, and now that one's gone. So yeah, we're going to need an update. It does annoy me when we wait so long. This has been in mods and testing for quite a few days. It was nearly a week. In fact, it might have even been a week before. And the first thing I do is get them out and try this. It's like, well, do you play it on a PlayStation? How come it does it for me straight away, and it does, and it's been fine for Giants when they're testing? When you see them having a right nightmare just getting to pick it up. So that one's the right way. We can pick that one up. Whoa. Yeah, and that's what I found it did. And with the 3000, yeah, the 3000 stopped jumping around now. So when we reverse up, it is upside down now. It might, oh, it has recognised it. Whee. Yeah, there we go. Now, how clever is that? And it did this to me earlier when I was trying it out. Anyhow, moving on. It does work. You do pick up extra, but it's got problems. Then we have the Kuhn Interactive pack, and basically we've got the 3 more. Let's go into the shop and I will actually show you these, because you've got the 3 models there, which are your basic ones, the PF1500, Dilatus 1302 and the Metris, and then you scroll along and now we've got these as mods, and there they are. They're all the same money, but you have got all these different colour combinations, which is pretty cool. There's nothing better than being able to choose whatever colours you want. And this one, you see, it's got unload on pallets or standard. So unload on pallets or standard. And basically the 2 different ones I will show you now. So we've got the 2 set up over here. And I've got this pallet where the one uses barrels, which ideally these barrels here, which you can refill, because it's all about overloading. It can overload into other things. So down here we have a fertiliser there. Then we got fertiliser in this one. So hopefully we'll see which one it refills. That one might be too close. Yeah, and that one we can overload fertiliser, and what we're doing is putting it into other sprayers. So if you come back to this pallet, and we can refill with liquid fertiliser, but we can't overload. So that one's gone now. Whereas if you come back to the other ones, it won't let you overload. But it will when you bring it alongside the other sprayer. So now that one's empty. I'm going to go on to this one, and that one's got 2,300, and we can overload that one back into that other sprayer, or back into the, no, it hasn't done it into the sprayer, it's done it back into a pallet, where these ones keep appearing again, which is pretty cool. The barrel ones don't, they disappear straight away, so you're better off using these ones. So if you're coming up to any of yours liquid fertilizers and it won't work, it's because the wrong setting is on your sprayer. Not enough space to overload because that one's full up. So basically it enables you to load back out into pallets. Simple as that. But it's nice to have all the different options on it as well. Pretty cool. Love that. Right, next one to have a look at is the handcrafted plow. So let's allow to create fields. And away we go. 9 mile an hour working speed. Nice bit of animation going on. So that's probably what, 1.3 meters wide, something like that. A plow that works. That's cool. We like that. And we can turn it, and there isn't a fold position. It doesn't need a fold position. It's not wider than the actual tractor itself. Oh, I didn't like that. But no, it all works. Nothing wrong with that. Right, so let's have a look at this roller. Now this reinstates the land back to the first growth stage. So on this we've got the unfold where it'll drop it down, and then we can raise it back up. And you got turn on fertiliser spreader, because this actually fertilizes at the same time as well. So if we go on, and you see there's no fertiliser state in that field at the moment. And fault, yeah, we got turn on, so yeah, that all should be good. So yeah, that's going to reinstate back to the first initial growth. So if you plough over bits in your field and you want to fill them back in, just use this, nice and easy. And then if we check, no, we got no fertiliser going on. I'm sure this one wasn't the fertiliser, it was the other roller, because no fertiliser. Oh, but then again, the fertiliser is down there in the bottom. So I'm not sure on that. It might be just because this wasn't a field. Well, this was all grass. I don't know. Let me know if you've had any problems with it. It's probably all fine. And then back on the road, lift it up, away it goes. Right, well that is your lot for today. And I did have a message earlier from Deborah Halstead. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And I'm going to give you 15 seconds of fame. I'm going to put your name up in lights now. Name up on the screen. 15 seconds. You asked for it. There it is. Right, going back to new mods. If you've enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you haven't already subscribed and enjoy watching my content, then why not hit that subscribe button? If you're new to the channel, you've got to go and check out one of my hundreds of other videos. I've got absolutely loads of videos to watch. Righto, well thanks for watching. Till next time, goodbye.